Because remember, believe all women.
Right.
Despite the fact that you see people lying every single day, despite the fact that you see people finessing people out of child support every day, despite all of the different things that you see on a regular basis, it's always going to be believe them by default, which means that you're guilty until proven innocent.
And that's really the way it really is, y'all. Like they say, oh, you're innocent until proven, but it's really that you're guilty until you're proven innocent. That's really how it works.
I got my swag right, feeling crispy clean. Girl, I'm the flyest mother you've ever seen.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast. I'm your host, Michael May, and today I'm gonna get into this reaction video to this Anton Daniels. Shout out to him. What I want to say is this, right? Today is gonna just be more and more proof as to why when I do lives, I go on live streams on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on other YouTube pages, and I speak to several different women. This is just more proof as to why men and women will never, ever get back together. Ever. As long as we keep allowing things that you're about to hear right now, and this is the reason why I love to use people's videos, because sometimes, like I say, sometimes people leave holes in the conversation, and many people don't really understand how serious some of this stuff could actually be. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll tell y'all this. There were people before the KSs and the alpha male strategies. There were people that was here way before these guys trying to put us on. It's just, we see it, we can see it so clear as day today. And I think that we still choose as men sometimes not to believe what's really happening. And that's what I'm saying. Because there are a lot of men who really don't think that what we're talking about is actually happening. And it's quite pathetic. A lot of you guys are not used to getting women. And this is the problem. The funny part about it is, even the other day I was on a live stream and I'm on there with my robe on. I'm on my Sam Rothstein, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas know I've been rocking robes for forever and a day. So we on a live, and the host was reading the comments, and the host defended me because this lady was like, the way you sound, what woman want to be with you? And the host was like, hold on. He doesn't have a wife. He has two. And everybody was like, oh. And I just sat there like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on a whole different plateau than most of these guys who even talk online. But we're gonna get into this right now as to why so many women will still and forever be alone. Always. And they will never change because it's a learned behavior. But I'm gonna let the homie Anton talk, man. Let's get into this.
Is that now the advocates for the Adult Survivors Act over there in New York are now advocating for a remix and an extension, just like I predicted to you guys. A remix and an extension to the Survivors Act that now allows for them to be able to basically come out and do whatever it is that they want to do, when they want to do it, as far as filing these lawsuits against these guys with an unlimited time, right? So, for example, you got guys that's basically getting lawsuits against them, like Eric Adams from 1993, Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses from 1989. All of these guys. Now, there's no report of this stuff. Nobody actually filed any kind of
How does the best basketball player of all time make more money in his retirement?
Kind of formal complaint or anything like that, but you can come back decades later.
Fair use.
Look, Bill Cosby they just named. I heard Diddy got some more lawsuits. Now, again, let me preface this by saying that I don't believe that if you are guilty of it, then I'm not sure what the consequences of it is, but it's very difficult for me to just believe everybody that says anything, or specifically women that say anything, especially when there's money involved. When you're talking about famous people that are worth millions and sometimes even billions of dollars, and there's money involved, you got to move with a little bit of caution, right? I've seen, and I actually reviewed this, shout out to Will Motivation because he came through on the live stream on the Millionaire Morning Show today. The commissioner over there in Georgia for one of those cities, right? And it's a woman, and obviously she's older. And she basically lied and said that somebody put something inside of her drink when they decided to remove her from her position because she was blackout drunk and she basically fell out on the street, and the police and the ambulance had to basically come out and save her from herself. Now imagine if a guy had bought her a drink. Now, the police investigated and showed that nope, nothing in her drink, nothing other than exactly what the drink is, the alcohol and the fact that she was smoking trees. But that's crazy. When will you guys realize that there's no one man above the group? The faster that people realize that there's no one man above the group, and that...
I want to say this, right? As long as you have women advocating out there for things like this to be extended, see, hear me out. They out there advocating for this. Or let's extend it. Let's have unlimited time. But then you women don't. Well, where the ladies that are out there like, yo, let's get rid of the child support system. It's destroying these families. The marriages. Like, why aren't women advocating for that? This is another reason why we're never going back, y'all. We're never going back. Ever. We're never going back. What's gonna have to happen is a total collapse, and women are gonna have to come to the realization themselves that they need men, cause the government ain't gonna save them.
A lot of these women, and I'm not even gonna say women in general, but a lot of women that are advocates for the very same thing that tore your families apart, and the fact that you got a...
Man, I should have let him talk. I literally just said this.
You had a single father, and now they advocating for y'all to be step baby daddies.
Yep.
And then on top of that, now they're continuing to mobilize, and there is no end in sight. I don't know if you realize that. There is no end in sight, and that everything that they think, or that these people that are advocates think, is necessary for them to continue to get what they want out of you, until you bone dry and then they're gonna move over into the next dude or the next opportunity. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And you think you absolve from it because you can simp out, or because you got a little bit of money, but that just make you a mark. That make you a opportunity. You the come up, fam.
And let me tell you, and let me help you guys understand something, right? Fellas, your woman is your greatest tool. I'm gonna say this again. The woman that you choose can be an asset or a liability. I want you to understand, if you are a man who is in a position, now big shout out to some of my brothers, man. Some of y'all guys here on YouTube, man. Some of y'all guys been hitting me up, yo, and some of y'all see in the comment section, this dude was like, yo, I just landed me a nice little, you know what I'm saying? Somebody put in the comments that I have to literally remove it. People were like, yo, where do you work? And so, boop, gone. I had to remove it. Oh boy, you know, making a nice little chunk of change, chunk of change. You know what I'm saying? Landed a decent job at a dealership, managing 2 locations, Old boy's making like 210K a year. And I'm like, yo, that's what's up, you know what I'm saying? Because but old boy, you know, me and him was talking because he actually put me on, and we just got another BMW in another location, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna get into that right now. But you know, I was telling him, I said, fam, like, I need you to understand, like, you know, the more, like, it is true when they say more money, more problems. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of you guys, what it is this. I honestly think that it's really the more money, the more problems that you cause yourself sometimes. Because sometimes you guys go up in status and you guys feel like you're entitled to a lot more in life, a lot more women, a lot more. And that's cool, fellas. Feel that way. I'm not arguing with you. Please feel that way. But are you telling your woman that? Are you having the conversation with your woman about that? Does she know? Is she aware that you're a man that you may desire more than one woman? Is she aware that you can take care, that you can lead? Like I always tell you guys, can the lady that you dealing with, maybe you're a little interested in, can she come and go, hey Nancy, yeah, nah, you know, I'm over here talking to, oh my God, I'm talking to Michael, and oh my God, like, you know, he tells me about your situation and like, boom, boom, this and that and that. Oh my God, like, oh my, we of course, maybe one day we can sit down and talk, girl. Like, yeah, can your lady speak to your other lady, and can she get some information from her about the man that you are? Like, that's one thing that KS used to always say, and I give him credit. He used to always say, can your new man talk to your old man? What would your old partner say to this new man? What would they say to them? And people will be like, oh, they'll say I'm great. Yeah, yeah, all right, we'll see. But that's the greatest point of reference, is somebody who's actually in the situation that you're in with you. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand. Things that a lot of y'all guys are scared of women. You're scared. You're scared to tell your woman exactly what you want. And that's the reason why you don't get what you want out of life. You understand? But like I said, besides being scared, you have chicks out there who secretly, they want to sit here and pretend that they support us as men and what we're trying to do and how we try to move. But then they'll be there supporting unlimited time to have an assault charge on a man that may have not even happened ever in the history of his life. Come on, man. Bro, if I was to ever go see another woman and she'd be like, oh my God, he this and that and that. Listen, Your Honor, my wife knew. Like, she knew. Actually, she booked the hotel for me. She booked my car for me. She knew I was going to go see. I told her. She knew it. How? So why would I know I'm going to go see a woman and have to do something like this? Have to grape her or assault her? For what? But y'all dudes is scared. See, I really live the life that y'all fools really want to live. But y'all can't live it because you scared of your woman. You scared. This nigga scared.
And so you don't know how to vet effectively.
Right.
You are taking a risk every time you put yourself in this position. And see, here's the biggest thing that y'all also got to understand is that, let's say you a dude that's on the up and up and you don't get caught up in nothing or anything like that, because there are a lot of guys, especially a part of the Innocence Project, that's being released today based off of accusations and then being able to use technology to prove their innocence now. But it
just had another 6 commission checks show up today.
But it didn't stop them from having to go to jail in the first place. But let's say you a dude that's on top of it and you're not getting caught up in no nonsense or no bull crap, right? It only takes somebody to see you as an opportunity, or for somebody to see you as a mark, and then to accuse you. Because remember, Believe all women.
Right.
Despite the fact that you see people lying every single day, despite the fact that you see people finessing people out of child support every day, despite all of the different things that you see on a regular basis, it's always going to be believe them by default, which means that you're guilty until proven innocent. And
that's really the way it really is, y'all. Like they say, oh, you're innocent until proven, but it's really that you're guilty until you're proven innocent. That's really how it works. They can say whatever they want, you know what I'm saying? But like, I think I'm gonna try to find a video for you guys, right? There was a video where when women came out with the whole Me Too stuff and all that other bullshit, there was women who were like, well, what happens to the guys who are falsely accused and they're innocent? Well, that's just a part of it. Like that's just the casualty. Like some guys are gonna just have to be, some guys are gonna have to just take the hit just for the sake of taking the hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it means for us to get our redemption, then yeah. And if an innocent man has to get hit, then hey, it is what it is. They don't give a shit about us. This is why I tell you fellas, man. Big shout out, man. Listen, big shout out to Dre, shout out to Ash. These some young dudes that I deal with. And they sit there and they know me in real life. They see how I really live. And I'm always coaching them. They're always messaging me. Yo, so how do I go about this? How do I go about this? I'm like, first of all, my guy, you have to genuinely be living the life. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all guys, hear me out. Y'all guys will go out on a date with a woman. Oh, so like, are you seeing anybody else? You know what your answer's supposed to be? Of course. Are you seeing? Of course, absolutely. I'm a single man. Absolutely, I see plenty of women. Y'all guys will be like, oh no. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now some of y'all guys, y'all may not want to be as straightforward because, like I said, you scared. You can say, I mingle every now and again. You know what I'm saying? When I have time, I'm a busy man. I'm chasing certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't want women to think that you're always available to them. Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But let's keep rocking and rolling.
I'm trying to figure out when you gonna figure it out and when you gonna make the best decision for yourself. Because you still under duress and you behind the 8 ball, big dog. You gonna find yourself in a bad situation and in a bad spot, and then you gonna want everybody to come to your rescue.
Still dealing with a little bit of that cold, yeah.
And it ain't gonna work then because ain't nobody gonna show up for you. How do I know that ain't nobody gonna show up for you? Because ain't nobody show up for Tyrese, and he much bigger than you and me. Tyrese still making videos every single day, battling child support, battling this whole agenda, even asking for the court to remove the very judge that is making the decision that he got to be under duress for all of this time, and you think that you special, bro. You're not special, man. Ain't none of us special. Some of us make...
And hear me out. And for somebody like me, who I'm blessed. I've been in the court system. I've been through child support. I've been through false accusations. I've been through it. And to still be out here walking about, because I've always, one thing I've always told my guys, see, like I keep telling you guys, I'm new to YouTube. I'm not new to most people's circles. I've spoken to a lot of these gentlemen years ago. Let's just be clear about that. But what I will say is this, right? Without throwing myself under the bus, I will say this. I've had accusations. I've had kidnapping charges on me. Yeah, I've had a lot of shit happen to me. But one thing I've always learned how to do with my 15, 20 plus years in the armed service, hear me out. One thing I've always learned to do is cover my ass. I'm always telling you guys, figure it out. I've showed you guys in other videos where I have all my phones. I don't erase no text messages from nobody. nothing of nothing. So judges could always see the climate of where things are going. Judges understand that there are women out there that are spiteful, but I want you to understand something. In court, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. But I want to leave it here. I want to leave it here right now because this video, you know, I can go into a lot of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, it may or may not get me in trouble. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But you already know what time it is, man. Shout out to Anton Daniels. I'm your host, Michael May. Thank you for being here at the Hear Me Out podcast. You already know what time it is, man. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn notifications. Until next time, we out.